Hello, Father Joe. How are you today?
Yeah, good. Good to see you all. I got my cup of Joe here, and as you can probably tell, I'm wearing my Ukraine colors. That's a tiny gesture in favor of more. It's an expression of prayer for the people who are suffering there, and that's certainly on our mind.
Thank you. Yes, beautiful colors and beautiful prayer. My name's Bob Warner. I'm the vice president, honored to be the vice president of Casa Esther. And this is our weekly chat with Father Joe Mattern, the founder of Casa Esther, with a cup of Joe. So last week, we talked just a little bit about the foundation of the Catholic worker movement and one of the founders, Dorothy Day. So Father Joe, I'd appreciate it if you would expand that a little bit because Dorothy was actually a co-founder of Casa Esther. So tell us a little bit more about those early days and of the Catholic worker movement, the other co-founder, and about the early principles of the
Okay,
movement.
Dorothy Day appeared on the scene for us for our instruction today around 1934, and she really had that spirit of doing the gospel work and working for peace. And then out of nowhere popped into her life a Frenchman who was a Christian brother by the name of Peter Morin. And it was kind of a serendipity how they got together. And he noticed her talent and they hooked up together. He told her, start a newspaper. And so the two of them together then launched the Catholic worker movement, 1934. It would not have happened without the accompaniment and cooperation of Peter Morin. So truly an outstanding person, unique, steeped in the social doctrine teaching of the Catholic Church, very faithful and dedicated and kind of a eccentric person, but he made things go. So Peter Morin. So the question came up for those who have put to us the question, Dorothy is saying, what have you to offer in the way of a constructive program for a new social order? That's the question to Dorothy Day. And she says, we have replied over and over, quote, Peter Morin's 3-point program of roundtable discussions, houses of hospitality, and farming communes. So imagine using those 3 principles as something that could change the social order. Dorothy Day is fond of saying that we are putting up with a filthy, rotten system. Well, what we need is a new social order. And to think of that it could be built on these 3 principles, and here at our Catholic Workhouse in Amro, we call it, we refer to them as pillars. And so roundtable discussions. So for the clarification of issues, we give real emphasis to gathering people around a table. And as we do, we keep in mind what Jesus said, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am in their presence. And so there's great wisdom that comes forth when people are gathered together in a spirit of cooperation and talking about serious issues of all kinds. And so that's we conduct those roundtable discussions again and again over. It's very important to our schedule. Secondly, hospitality. Well, what can you say? We here at Casa Esther, we're fond of saying, we coined this phrase, we always say yes, and then we do what we can. So we can't do everything, but we never say, oh, well, we can't help you, sorry. No, we always do something. So that's one expression of our hospitality and welcoming people of all walks of life, indigenous, Latinos, poor people, gay people. We welcome them all in the spirit of hospitality, according to Peter Morin's 2nd pillar. And the 3rd one is farming communes. really, so we have gardens here at our house, and several gardens, and then we go to farm markets and we give the produce to the food pantries and so forth. But there's more to it than just growing vegetables for the needy. It's about becoming linked with the earth, with Mother Earth, respect for the earth. Our Pope Francis has written in the encyclical, which is subtitled "Taking Care of Our Common Home," the first Pope ever to address the question of environment. And so, and then we are great fans of Matthew Fox, who talks about the order of the sacred earth. And the earth is sacred. So getting our hands into the soil, taking care of Mother Nature, and seeing the presence of God within the earth itself. I think that's behind Peter Morin's viewpoint of talking about farming communes. Okay.
Wow, so much there. And like you say, the use of the term pillars really describes a foundation of the work, a foundation of how we support our common home, others in our community, and have conversation about those matters that really, those things that really matter in the world. So really appreciate that history lesson and that foundational part of this. So I'd like to refer all of our listeners today, if you'd like to learn more about Dorothy Day and those early days, there's a PBS documentary that was done in 2020. It's called Revolution of the Heart, the Dorothy Day story. And of course, it also talks about, relates to Peter Morin and those early days as well. And we would welcome everyone to check out Casa Esther's website. It's www.casaester.org for all the things that we're involved in our local community, in our nation, and around the world. Father Joe, it's such a delight to be with you. Thank you for wearing your blue and yellow colors today for Ukraine and our brothers and sisters that are in that time of this evolution of humanity. And have a wonderful day, Father Joe.
Yeah, this is really a center for spirituality. And from here, we send you, all of you, our blessings for this Lent, leading to the triumph of Easter and a new life. Blessings to all.
Thank you very much, Father Joe. May peace prevail on earth.
Thank you.